Brighton Permaculture Trust has been working with orchards for 15 years. This 65-year-old orchard at Stanmer we've been managing for about 12 years, and the young orchard at Race Hill we've planted and been working there for 5 years. For me, the benefits of orchards are threefold. We're talking obviously about fruit, we're talking about benefits to community and people, and benefits to wildlife.
The great characteristic of community orchards is that they are often planted with many interesting and different apples, pears, quinces and plums, which are not available in the shops. They're an important way of keeping less common varieties alive, which are in danger of disappearing. And at Stanmer Park, for instance, we have planted Sussex apple variety, like Saltcote Pippin, which comes from just outside Rye, Golden Pippin, which has been grown in England since at least 1700s.
An orchard like this, 65 years old, could last to be 100 years old. Over that time, each tree could produce between 50 and 350 kilos of fruit per year. So huge amounts of fruit. The input is mostly human work, human labour to care for these trees and to pick the fruit, but it remains productive without large inputs of fertiliser and chemicals, so hugely productive.
The fruit in Stanmer Orchard has many uses. One of the key things is transforming it into juice. Our favourite is trying to get people to drink raw apple juice, because that's when it's at its best, the flavours, the vitamins, it's really delicious. And we do that juicing at a weekend when the members of the public can come and taste it. The other uses for juice is, of course, either cider or cider vinegar. Cider vinegar being really fantastic for its health properties and general tonic. And needless to say, cider's got a different magic effect.
This community orchard kind of ethos, if you like, is really important because yes, there are fruit trees growing, yes, there are lots of community stuff going on, but there's also an amazing scope for wildlife to be able to come in of all different varieties from all different habitats, because you're actually creating a mosaic of habitats within a space. So that will actually benefit the orchard in itself anyway, because you're bringing a lot more pollinators in, such as obviously bees, butterflies, hoverflies, beetles, wasps. Things like with the dead wood areas, you've got wood-boring beetles, lots of other invertebrates that will use that dead wood space and the wood above it as well. So it's a really good perching area for birds as well.
Oh, there's lots of birds that benefit from orchards. Field fares, which are winter visitors from Scandinavia, love to eat the fallen windfall apples, and things like blue tits feed on the caterpillars that eat the leaves of the trees, and we attract them to both orchards with nest boxes.
If you create an imaginative and broad habitat structure, then you're going to bring a lot more things in. You're going to be catering for a lot more animals and plants. So it's much more interesting for people as well.
Community orchards are all about people, and because of that we've done lots and lots of work to engage the local community around here. We've had loads of different groups up and individuals. We've been working with the local nursery, the local schools. We've had hundreds of different people who've been involved, and also regularly volunteer every 2 weeks to look after the orchard.
People just love orchards. There's something in our DNA in Britain of planting and caring for orchards. It really brings communities together. People meet their neighbours planting community orchards, people they would never have met.
A lot of younger people in particular are more disconnected, I'd say, than ever before with where we come from and who we are, and it's a really important part of being human beings. And I think coming to a space like this and not only engaging with the wild space in itself, but also with the activity of actually collecting fruit and scrumping and the whole process that comes along with that, that's really lovely to see.
The first thing I heard when the people walked off was lots of children's voices saying, "Wow, mummy, look." They were really curious and to discover with the plants. That autonomy, allowing the children to discover and explore, is invaluable, and you can't recreate that in a room full of plastic toys.
Oh yeah, I'll be coming back. I've seen the fire pit, so I'll be bringing a barbecue and bringing the boys, and we'll probably sit over there in the evening, let the sun go down and just watch it, and then walk home.
It's just nice to chill out in, you know what I mean? There's loads of places where you can make a barbecue, and I like just coming in here and spending time in here actually when it's in the early evenings. It's beautiful in the summer, through the summer, and all year round actually. Beautiful.
There's just something magic about orchards. It's just a place where I think as humans, as soon as you enter into a shaded tree environment like an orchard, there's a change in the way you feel. Your soul feels at ease, and it's a lovely place to relax and play. And I love seeing kids running around the orchard, climbing trees, swinging around, enjoying an apple, all those lovely things that make just orchards such a lovely place to be.